to go, Ms. Khan?
Yes, I am ready.
This is the city of Detroit versus Martell Raynell George, case number SP1122814. Your appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Melanie Bates, appearing on behalf of Mr. Martell George.
All right, so Ms. Bates, obviously you heard what the city attorney says based on your client and having insurance. The case will be dismissed. If there's no further questions, then you both are free to leave.
Thank you very much, Your Honor, and good to see you. Thank you, Mr. Goss.
If you left, I'll let them know. Very good to see you too.
Have a good day.
You as well.
Okay, Judge, here's another. I think you asked for Olivia Gardenhire. Is that correct?
Yes.
I don't know who that where.
This is Ledbetter, guys. It's our house counsel.
I think it's Jabari Hey,
Counsel?
I'm not mistaken. That's who's in here. Yeah.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, how are you?
Good morning, yourself.
Very well. Pronounce your last name for me, Counselor.
Prempeh.
Prempeh?
Yes, you got
Is
it.
it Prempeh or Prempeh?
Prempeh.
Prempeh. All right. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Oh, you know what? I gotta do something. Forgot one thing.
Hey, this is Ledbetter. Here, 3 tickets and another file.
Excuse me for being loud for a moment, Judge.
And then this was kind of long, this was less than my fault.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Why my name in there? My name.
Listen,
Yeah,
everybody.
my name.
Uh,
Is someone
morning.
put name on it?
Listen, hey, who was that talking? Good morning.
All right, what's up? Gotta move.
Horizon.
Yeah, I can see myself when I move my finger. You gotta move though.
Who was talking?
It says 36th District Court, that's not his name.
All right. Is that so we can, that's, I thought that was us.
No, that was,
6th District Court,
no, us would say,
Detroit 36.
correct, that 36th District Court, I don't know, that's somebody else.
Okay, who's got 36th District Court as their screen name?
Joseph Gill.
Joseph Gill.
Joseph Gill. Oh,
Oh, you want to give it these back? Okay.
no, I just set them up there.
That's okay.
I just set them up. Okay, Ms. Ledbetter has two files with the same thing in each file.
Okay, so it's just a duplicate.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
So, here's what we're gonna do. Everybody, please mute yourself. Good morning, my name is Judge Sean Perkins. We're gonna try to get you in and out as soon as we possibly can. There's gonna be hopefully offers in each one of your files. I have Attorney Prempeh that's gonna serve as our House Counsel this morning. I'm gonna go over what the offer is. Mr. Prempeh, do you have the docket sheet?
I'm gonna send it to
I do
him.
not, Your Honor.
All right, we're gonna send you that.
Sure.
And what's the gentleman's name that we just asked?
Gill, last name was Gill, Judge. Joseph.
Joseph, good.
All right.
Mr. Prempeh, can you tell me your email address, please?
Sure. It's jp@theprempehfirm.org. So that's
Yeah, I got it. I sent you an email before. I just needed the beginning. Thank you.
okay. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Gill, can you mute yourself, please?
Yes.
And everyone, please mute yourselves until your name is called. So I'm just gonna explain to you how this is gonna work. I want everybody first off to know that they have a right to a trial. So that's always gonna be there. There's gonna be an offer in the file. I'm gonna kind of go over the offer a little bit with you and sort of in the normal routine of looking at the ticket, kind of give you an idea of what you can expect. If you want some more detailed counsel or advice, then Mr. Prempeh is on the line, Attorney Prempeh is on the line, who is very, very knowledgeable. You're lucky to have a knowledgeable counsel like this. And I can always put each one of you in a breakout room so you can discuss that privately with them. So you have the option of taking the offer, you have the option of going to trial, and you always have the option to speak with Mr. Prempeh about any ramifications or anything that you need to be cleared up. Also, Mr. Prempeh knows I'm going to give him all the time he needs to zealously advocate on your behalf. If he needs to speak with the city attorney, if he sees something that may be, an issue, or maybe he can bargain down on your behalf, then I'm always give him an opportunity to do that. So, Mrs. Ledbetter, good morning to you. Mr. Gill, you got to mute yourself. Ms. Gardenhire, you have to mute yourself. And anybody else that comes online, please mute themselves. So.
Sandy.
Mr. Gill, Mr. Ledbetter, Mr. Gill. So, Mr. Gill.
Yes.
You have to mute yourself, please.
Okay. I'm muted, but it's muting everything.
No, you have to mute yourself on the actual Zoom screen. It should be at the bottom right. When you hit audio, you can mute yourself from there, and I can see whether you're muted or not.
Sandy.
Okay, so Mrs. Ledbetter, you have what I see here. Another thing is I'm going to try to make this as best I can a one-stop shop for you, everyone. So you'll probably have a case up, and I'll have that. Well, you will have a case up. That's what brings you here. So I'll have that case. But I also look in the file, myself and my clerk, we look in the system to see if you have anything that are pending, anything that's outstanding, or anything that warrant you may or may not know about. And we try to incorporate all of that so you can get this done today, potentially get this resolved, so you can potentially get a license if you need to, or you just will make sure you don't have anything else out in the 36th District Court world. So we're going to get started. Ms. Ledbetter, you have 3 matters before the court. That is driving unregistered or untitled, no insurance, and drove while license not valid. There is an offer in the file for you to plead to a failure to display, and the 2 other cases will be dismissed. I don't see anything else out here for you. And I will fine you $240 if you want to take this. I'll give you as much time as you need to pay, and you will also have the opportunity to speak with Mr. Prempeh if you need some questions further than that. That is a 0-point offense, but that offense does abstract, and it abstracts to the Secretary of State, and it is a misdemeanor. What would you like to do, ma'am?
Would I still be able to get my driver's license if I just paid a $240? Because that's really what I'm trying to do.
Okay, I understand that. You will be clear with Secretary of State if you take this deal, once you pay the 240, but you're also gonna owe another $135 in reinstatement fees, which would clear, after you pay that, would clear you with here. So, I'll waive the warrant fees. You have 3 warrant fees. I'll waive those fees, but I can't do anything about the $45 reinstatement fees.
Okay.
Okay? And
Yes.
I don't know the implication of the failure to display. Mr. Prempeh, do you know whether that failure to display plea is going to have some sort of additional suspension on Mrs. Ledbetter's license? You're muted. You don't have to mute yourself, Counselor.
To my knowledge, you will not, Your Honor, will not have any additional impact.
Okay, so there you go. If you don't have anything else in any other jurisdictions, then you should potentially be able to get a license.
Can we ask Mr. Prempeh what would he suggest? Or if, like you said, a break room or something? Can we just ask him?
Yeah, you can ask him right here, or you want to break out.
Well, I mean, I just want to know what would he suggest for me.
I would suggest you take the offer.
Okay.
That would be my suggestion to you.
All right.
Okay.
Are you going to go with that sound advice from your counselor now?
I don't think I have any other choice. Yes.
Well, let me ask you this: Do you have any insurance or registration at all?
When I got around the time when I got the car, it was during the pandemic. No.
Say that. And you said around the time what?
It was during the pandemic, so I had an appointment for everything, but just at the time I didn't have it. No.
Well, if you want an opportunity to speak with the city attorney regarding that, I'll give you that opportunity. If you want to take the deal, then we can get it done.
I could just pay the money. That's fine.
All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Michelle.
Hello?
Shantae. All right, I'm going to need everybody to mute their phones. This is the city of Detroit versus Michelle Shantae Ledbetter, case numbers SP 1119340, counts 1, 2, and 3. Mrs. Ledbetter, off the record, we discussed the offer that's in the file, that is to plead to a failure to display a 0 points ticket. It does abstract to the Secretary of State. It is a misdemeanor. I will fine you $240 in the matter. I will give you as much time as you need to pay. The other 2 matters will be dismissed. It is my understanding that you wish to take that offer, Ms. Ledbetter?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Ledbetter, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I gotta get that. I didn't hear you. Court reporters gotta hear that.
Yes.
Mrs. Ledbetter, you understand that you have a right to a trial in these matters, don't you?
Yes.
And you understand by taking this deal, you're going to give up the right to the trial, right?
Yes.
And Ms. Ledbetter, has anybody promised you anything other than what I just stated on the record?
No.
You're taking this on your own free will, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Ledbetter, I'm going to draw your attention to September 30th, 2020 at around 3:48 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Wyoming and Grand River. Did you have an occasion, Ms. Ledbetter, to be pulled over by the Detroit police officer?
Yes.
And at that time, did the officer ask you to provide a valid driver's license?
Yes.
And you couldn't provide that license, could you, Ms. Ledbetter?
No, I couldn't.
And why couldn't you provide that license?
I was waiting for the appointment with the Secretary of State.
And you couldn't provide that license because your license was suspended or not valid at the time?
Well, I had a permit at the time, so.
If you didn't have a driver's license at the time, is that correct, Ms. Ledbetter?
No.
Okay. The court will accept your guilty plea to the amended count of failure to display. The court will fine you $240 and dismiss the other 2 matters. Ms. Ledbetter, how much time would you need to pay that?
I'm not, maybe a few months. I'm not sure. Maybe like 3 months.
3 months, Ms. Ledbetter?
Yeah, I should be able to pay it within 3 months.
Are you working?
Yes. But yes, I'm working.
Well, you talked about wanting to get a license. All right, I'm gonna, listen, I'm gonna give you, I told you I'd give you as much time as you need to pay, so September 20th. Is it 21st? Okay, September 21st, 2021, paid by, and that's $240. I'm gonna waive the warrant fees. You're gonna be obligated to pay the reinstatement fees of $45 each. That's not gonna be a part of this order here, Ms. Ledbetter. That's gonna be on your own. Before you go to the Secretary of State, you need to know that those $45 fees need to pay. I'm gonna just give you the 3 months to pay the $240. If you find yourself in a position that you can't pay that $240 in the 3 months, please Zoom back in, and we'll see if we can get you some more time, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. If there's nothing further, Ms. Ledbetter, you have a great day.
You do the same.
Thank you.
Not much. So you didn't even open up for you this morning?
Well, you can do it right now. Okay, open, but you can go ahead and let them know about their attire, and things like that.
Okay, like you want to have a collared shirt and stuff?
Well, not necessarily a collar shirt, but we don't need to see all of their.
Gotcha. Make sure they're properly dressed. Gotcha.
Well, yes,
Gotcha.
Can you, when we go back on that, Mr. From your house? His bar number?
What is Barton Rowan?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
You're blurred, but you can see you moving.
See, what is?
Good morning, everyone. Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins. While court is in session, please be properly dressed. Sit back, with your name be called, keep your backgrounds clear. All right, good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
So I have next Mrs. Gardenhire, and I have seem like a counsel on the line. Counselor?
Yes. Oh,
Is another counselor on the line?
Yes, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What's your name?
Darren Canfer, Kanfer.
Okay, Attorney Camper, who's your client?
My client is Jamise Gleaton. It's Gleton.
Okay, Mrs. Gardenhire, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I have your file in front of me, and let me ask you, do you have proof of insurance or plates or anything of that nature, Ms. Gardenhire?
No, my mother, who car I was driving, she got her, she had gap plates and everything for it, but she transferred it to another car.
I don't know what that means. I asked, do you have plates to this car? Do you have valid insurance or valid plates?
No.
Okay. All right. So what I have here is an offer, and that would be to plead to the improper plates, which is a 0-point offense. It doesn't abstract. I'll fine you $240. And then you have a disregarding a red signal. That would be amended to blocking traffic. That's another $175. And the rest of the cases will be dismissed. You have 2 other tickets. So it's basically a 2 for 2. So that's 175 plus 240, non-abstractable offenses, One's a misdemeanor, one's just a ordinance violation, and you will be, I'll give you as much time as you need to pay. I got Mr. Prempeh on the line to speak with you if you needed to, and you also have a right to a trial. Which would you like to do?
I'll plead guilty and pay the tickets.
Okay, can you raise your right hand, please, Ms. Gardenhire? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes,
Okay, you can put your hand down. Ms. Gardenhire, you understand that you have a right to a trial, right?
yes,
And you understand by taking this offer, you're gonna give up that right to a trial, right?
yes,
And you're taking this on your own free will?
yes.
And has anybody offered you anything other than what I stated in the record?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna draw your attention to 1/19/2021 in the city of Detroit, in the area of Oakland Boulevard and Linwood. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by the police officer on that day?
Yes,
And on that day, did you run a red light on that day, Ms. Gardenhire? Or
Yes.
amber? Okay, I'm gonna accept your responsibility to the amended count of blockading traffic. I'm gonna fine you $175 in that matter. And on that day, Mrs. Gardenhire, did you have improper plates, meaning that the plates were not valid, the plates were not on the vehicle or something of that nature?
the plates were on the vehicle. They were just expired.
Okay, the plates were expired. Okay, I'm gonna accept your guilty plea to the improper plates. I'm gonna fine you $240 in that matter. And I'm gonna dismiss the other two matters. I don't think there's any reinstatement fees or anything on. So it looks as though you, well, how much time would you need to pay, Ms. Gardenhire?
I could pay both today.
Both of them today? Well,
Yes.
just for the computer's sake, I'm gonna put in next week.
Okay,
Like June 29th. And if you find yourself not able to pay that today or by next week, I would hope that you would zoom in so you can get that paid, so it doesn't compound more interest and fees and penalties, okay?
okay.
Can you wait until the end of the day, or at least this afternoon, or later this afternoon, so my clerk can get that into the computer before you try to attempt to pay that?
Okay, and do I go up to the 36th District Court to pay it?
You can very well do that. You can pay at any DivDav kiosk in the city of Detroit, or you can pay it online at 36districtcourt.org.
Okay,
If it's no further questions, then you're free to leave.
okay, thank you.
All right. I got Mr. Martell on the line. Good morning, attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Bleeding?
Yeah,
Is he on the
Catherine,
docket?
yes, he is on the docket.
But I don't hear traffic control device. Here you go. That's a retained traffic control device. Mr. Martell.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. How are you this morning?
Very well. What I did look up your clients. Did you get that worked out with Mrs. Carson?
I did not. Would you like me to reach out to Ms. Carson? What we are seeking today really is, go ahead, please, sir.
But I'm gonna, Ms. Carson came in, she was representing him on a criminal case. And what we did was we gave him a bond on 2 cases, but what I looked in further, I saw that he has a junior by his name, and that ticket that I think the ticket number you were referencing was the junior, so that was on a whole nother page, and that's why that was missed. We would have given him a bond on that as well. I have no problem recalling the warrant and getting him a bond, but that'll be done, and I can just leave it up to you and to Mrs. Carson to determine who's going to represent him on that one case, but she signed up for the other 2 traffic matters.
Okay, I have been recently retained on his, he does have a felony matter in 36 as well, and part and parcel of that, and his bond motion that's coming up, I am going to be representing him on the reckless driving as well.
Okay, well, then we'll do it. Mr. Martin Lewis.
And my staff already has filed an appearance, Your Honor.
What was his first name again, Judge?
Martin Lewis Jr. It's under Junior.
Do you need the case number, Your Honor?
No, we have it.
Is it a 21 case? Assault?
No, it's a reckless drive. So it's going to be under Martin Lewis Jr. It's going to be under 204. It's 204. I have it.
Okay. You got to take the case number?
It's 204 543101. What are you going to do with that traffic?
Want to see what he's talking?
Okay, Counselor, what's the name?
Camper.
Camper.
No, what's the client? What's the defendant? Kapner?
Oh, Lee.
Yes.
What did, I just have a traffic control device ticket here.
Right.
I got the city attorney. What's your pleasure? What do you want to do? It's up for a hearing today?
Is there an? I didn't know if there was an offer. I haven't spoken to anyone.
Well, let's see. It's up for a formal hearing. I thought I saw.
It is.
Okay, so what we'll do, we'll give the officer until, what did I say, 9:30?
You can only give him 30 minutes.
Yeah, so we'll give them until 9:30.
Schedule for 8.
Schedule for 8:30. Oh, okay.
This is, so it's supposed to be scheduled at 9.
Who's the officer on there?
Harvey Jennings.
We're gonna give the officer a minute to show up. And if they don't show up, then we'll get you and your client out of here.
Who's that officer on the screen? The one walking.
Is there an officer on the screen here?
Yes, sir. It's Officer Catlin.
Officer Gatling?
Catlin, sir. That's Catlin.
Oh, he's on games.
So let's move
And
along.
Devontae Gaines is here.
Gaines is here. Your Honor, can you put me in the breakout room with Captain and
With the officer and defendant Devontae Gaines.
is Griffiths here? I mean Gilbert.
Gilbert, is Gilbert in the room? That's
This is Investigator Hoskins. I am here for Brandon Gilbert.
so we got 2. Good morning.
Good morning. The defendant had to check. Okay, it's scheduled at 9 o'clock.
All right, let's move along with Mr.
Can you put me in the breakout room?
Attorney Captain.
Yes, sir.
Attorney Captain, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with the city attorney, Goss.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. This is the city of Detroit versus Marvin Lewis Jr. Case number 204543101. Counselor, your appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to your staff. Edward Martell, P85051 of the Perkins Law Group on behalf of Marvin Lewis, who is in custody, and I would request that his presence be waived for this hearing.
All right, his presence is waived. I will recall the warrant. I will enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. And I will set a bond at, this is reckless driving. I'll set a bond at $500 personal.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Pre-trial date is, September 7th. Is that good, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor. Is that 8:30?
At 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Thank you, Your Honor.
Can you put his appearance, he filed an appearance on this?
I did, Your Honor.
That on his, all right, if there's nothing further, have a great one, Mr. Martell.
Thank you. You have a great day. You as well.
I have. Gatton. Yes.
You got it?
Yes.
Okay.
Gatlin, you're up next.
Yes, sir.
No, that's his, not officer, Theresa Gatlin.
Yes,
Good morning. Did I pronounce your last name, your first name right?
it's Teresa.
Teresa, I'm sorry about that, Mrs. Gatlin. Okay. We have the normal improper plates, unregistered, untitled, no insurance, misdemeanor. Do you have insurance now, Ms. Gatlin?
Yes, I do.
Do you have do you have plates and registration?
Yes,
You want to check that out? Can you provide that for the house? For the city attorney. Thank you. Can you provide that information to the city attorney?
yes.
All right, we're waiting on you.
You need me to show it to you? What you need me to do?
Yes, please.
Oh, here's my registration.
Why isn't
Oh, can you see it?
we not getting the one big sheet?
Because it's set on.
Because you got it on, you got it on.
Move that over to the whatever. Move it over one way. Move it over. No, move it the other way there.
All right.
So we have a 2010. I don't know what kind of background you have going on there, but it's that. All right, leave it right.
Can you turn off your background?
I don't know. It automatically came on here. I don't know how to take it off. I could try.
Thank you.
Can you email that stuff to us? That's a 2010 Chevrolet.
And what's on the sheet?
2012.
Okay, I got it off.
All right. Slide that over, please.
This
Yes. Yes. That's to a 2010 Chevrolet. And this ticket is for a 2012 Buick.
I don't know why. I have an Impala.
What courtroom is this? Did I get in the wrong courtroom?
Because I'm looking at the wrong file.
Oh. Did I give you the wrong thing?
Oh, you got it. All right. 2010 Chevy Buick. That's the registration. Let me see if that's valid. Push that up to the screen, please. 2022. Okay. That's good. Well, the plate number is different too. You got a new plate for that vehicle?
The plate is it's on here. It's ELF0042.
And this plate is EAA0834.
Yeah, I have a new plate.
So this is.
What about the insurance?
Yes.
I can see it.
Push that over to the right a little bit. All right, I see it.
So what
Is it improper place, no registered vehicle, and no insurance?
we can just let's look at the proper document.
Okay. Ms. Gatling, I'm gonna call the case. Give me your first name again.
Theresia.
Theresia. This is City of Detroit versus Theresia Gatling, case number SP 1135520, counts 1, 2, and 3. Ms. Gatling, we're going to dismiss these matters because you provided proper documentation.
Okay, thank you.
All right, if you have any other questions?
No, I don't.
All right, if you don't have any other questions, then you're free to leave. Have a very good day.
You too, thank you.
Thank you.
And you put Officer Catlin and Hoskins to the radar 120. Officer Catlin and Hoskins.
Put you, Officer Corporal Catlin, I'm gonna put you in the breakout room with Attorney Goss and Investigator Hoskins. I'm gonna put you in the breakout room. That's Lyle. Mr. Lyle. Who's got 6463380?
Marvin Gregory, sir.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Gregory.
Good morning, sir. How are you today?
Very well. You're already. Did you take your name? No, that was Marcel. All right. Can you mute your phone, Mr. Gregory? *6 until I call your name.
You said do *6?
Yes, until I call your name.
Okay, sir. *6 right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Officer Lord, you're on Gregory's case. I'm going to put you in the breakout room with Goss.
Yes, Your Honor.
Jason Lyle.
How you doing?
Good morning, Mr. Lyle. How's it going?
Good morning. I appreciate you saying my name correctly.
There you go. I appreciate you being here. So let's see what you have. You have a offer here, sure, that has leading to the failure to display in dismissing the other two matters. That's going to be $240 fine if you want to take it.
I do.
You ready to go with that?
I'm going with it.
All right, let's go. Raise your right hand for me, Mr. Lyle. Oh, I gotta call the case first. Yeah. This is the City of Detroit versus Jason Lyle, case number SP 1121001, counts 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Lyle, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. Mr. Lyle, you understand you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes, I do.
You understand by taking this offer, you'll give up that right to the trial?
Yes, sir.
And you're taking this offer on your own free will?
Yes, sir.
And has anybody out promised you anything other than what I stated in the record?
No, sir.
Let me draw your attention to December 4th, 2020 at around 4:25 p.m. in the City of Detroit in the area of Constance and Foss. Mr. Lyle, did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Lyle, were you asked to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, sir.
And you couldn't produce that license, could you, Mr. Lyle?
No, sir.
And why couldn't you produce that license?
I'm having an issue with the Secretary of State. I paid off all of my tickets last year, including my reinstatement fee. According to them, I didn't pay my reinstatement fee. So they gave me a number to someone in Lansing. I'm waiting to hear back from it, but I was able to secure another appointment tomorrow.
Mr. Lyle, you want this deal?
Yes, sir.
All you gotta do is say why you couldn't produce the license. Did you have a license on that day?
Didn't have one.
Okay, and you couldn't produce that license because your license was either suspended or not valid. Is that correct, Mr. Lyle?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna accept your plea to the amended count of failure to display. I'm gonna fine you $240 and I'm gonna dismiss the other cases. It doesn't appear that you owe any reinstatement fees here. How much time you need to pay that, Mr. Lyle?
$240.
Yes.
I can have it paid July 16th.
Okay, I'm gonna give you till July the 20th. That's just 30 days out. If you have any trouble paying that by that day, I would hope that you would log back in and see if the court can get you some more time to pay, because I don't want to see this turn into a thing where it's compounding on penalties and fees. All right, Mr. Lyle?
It won't, sir. If I could pay it before then, do I have that option?
You definitely do. You can pay it
just go
today.
down to the court.
You can come down to the court. You can go to any DivDav kiosk in the city of Detroit, or you can go online at 36districtcourt.org. Just give my clerk till this afternoon to input that in the system.
No worries. I got you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Mr. Devontae Gaines.
Morning, Your Honor. How you doing?
Good morning. Let me make sure. Okay. This is the city of Detroit versus Devontae DeMarco Gaines, case numbers SP 109-4552, counts 1 and counts 2.
Excuse me, SP 109-455.
Strike that. SP 109-455, counts 1 and 2. What did I say?
You skipped a 9.
Oh. It seemed like I'm skipping a lot of stuff today. So, Mr. Gaines, good morning to you. There's been a recommendation that I'm sure that you're going to be satisfied with, is to dismiss these matters.
Good morning, Your Honor. Dante Goss, P60162. Please, this honorable court. I'm here on behalf of the city, and I also have Officer Ray Catlin.
Can you put your appearance on the record, Officer Catlin or Corporal?
Yes, sir. Officer Corporal Brandon Catlin, sir.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I just want to put on the record that Officer Catlin was here present, and we spoke. He said he didn't have any recollection on this matter. He did not want to pursue this matter at this time.
I'm gonna dismiss these matters based on no recollection. And Mr. Gaines, I'm gonna waive the warrant fee, but you're gonna be responsible to pay the reinstatement fee on both of the matters. That's $45 a piece. I think that's a thumbs up. You'll go with that, right? I don't have a time frame for you to pay those. Those are gonna be on your own volition, but you just keep in mind that you gotta pay those before you go to the Secretary of State. At least you'll be clear to 36 district courts once you pay both of those $45 reinstatement fees.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. If there's nothing further, you have a great day.
So can I pay it online?
Certainly. Just give my clerk till this afternoon to get it in, put it in the system.
Okay. Thanks, Your Honor. Appreciate it.
You have an attorney, third one.
Counselor. Hi.
Kyle
Good morning.
Dupre, Kyle Dupre.
Mr. Dupre?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did I get that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Who do you have?
Josh Greenwood.
Green. Yeah, I couldn't remember his comment. I don't have that file, so I could be your power wager, sorry.
It's a formal hearing, and I don't believe the officer here. It's a formal hearing. I need to see the ROA to see the.
I'm about to give it to you.
In the meantime,
And we have another officer, this officer at the bottom.
that's the,
I spoke to him already.
do we have
Okay.
a resolution for that?
The, defendant hasn't checked in.
What's the defendant's name?
Gilbert.
Gilbert,
There's-
is Brandon Gilbert?
There's a Gilbert.
He's on here. One of them.
Yes.
Brandon.
Oh, okay.
Is that the, are you here with the dog issue?
I had to I believe so. I had a reschedule appointment for, I believe it was June 6th. No, it was May 26th, and y'all rescheduled it to June 22nd.
What's Mr. Gilbert here for?
Dog case.
He's with the dog case?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so do we have a resolution for that?
Vaccine.
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Gilbert, did you get the dog licenses?
No, I couldn't get my dog license, but I got him vaccinated.
Well, you're gonna need to get them, you're gonna need to get that license if you want, today is the date and time for the hearing. Right.
How long will it take you to get the license?
That's the bottom.
The city I'm in, they won't allow me to get my dog license.
What city are you in?
I'm trying to.
Why won't they allow, why don't you go to Detroit and get a dog license now?
I went there and they told me I had to live in the area.
So when did you move to Hamtramck?
2015.
Also,
You must have been walking the dog in Detroit or something?
No, my dog lives with me. I don't know what was the issue. I got ended up getting him vaccinated though.
Damn.
All right, y'all need to go, y'all, Counselor, Prempe,
He needs to talk to his client.
you need to talk to Mr. Gilbert in the breakout room.
Officer got a question.
Officer, investigator, what would you like to say? I'm not gonna hear any testimony right now. What I wanna do is, and I'll listen to your question, but what I wanna do is allow Mr. Prempe to talk to Mr. Gilbert in the breakout room. And what would you like to say, investigator?
I just wanted to point out that we had this issue before, and his address, where he resides and where the dogs live, falls within the city of Detroit. The DMV, they put Hamtramck on his driver's license, but he is a resident and the dogs are in the city of Detroit. Well,
That's gonna sound like a problem, because if he has a driver's license with Hamtramck, then they're probably not gonna issue him a dog license for that. All right. Let's put this aside. Let me get off. What's the offer?
It should be the file.
The offer is 6 months delay on all 3 counts. And dismiss 2 counts.
If he got the vaccination, and 6
Your
months
Honor.
on the restraint, failure to keep the dogs restrained. And I would dismiss the other ones because of he did get the dogs vaccinated and the license is issued, so I'm not gonna push that, but he did. fail to keep the dogs.
prosecutor and I never discussed a plea deal yet. We were waiting to see if Mr. Gilbert appeared. We didn't discuss the plea deal at all. Because I don't think the prosecutor has all the information.
Well, he's got a deal. I mean, if the dog is, he says that he'll offer Mr. Gilbert, failure to contain the dog. If Mr. Gilbert has proof that he has the vaccinations and stuff, you guys, I gave you the opportunity to speak with counselor in the breakout room.
That was just, see, we didn't know he was here, so I would just.
So listen, here's what I'm gonna do. To move things along, I'm gonna put you, investigator, and Counselor Goss in a breakout room, and I'm gonna put Mr. Prempe and Mr. Gilbert in a breakout room so they can discuss it, and then we'll come back and see if we can find a resolution. If not, then we'll go ahead with the formal hearing or whatever we're gonna do, all right?
Thank you.
All right. You guys are already assigned to room 1. I'm gonna put you in room 2, Mr. Prempeh and Mr. Gilbert. So when you're requested, please join the room.
Your Honor, on Greenwood. This is a careless drive.
Which one?
Greenwood.
Greenwood?
The attorney in place.
Okay. And then that's gonna go to, do you want to take this Michigan driver's course?
Yes, but it's scheduled for, if I'm not mistaken.
Is the officer here? So we can get that off the way too. Who did I call?
Is Officer Briggs checked in?
Officer who? Officer Briggs.
And also, we're waiting for,
I said I'll give the officers till 9:30.
okay.
Let's
Okay.
wait on, we got 10 more minutes. We'll wait till 9:30.
All right, I'm about to go with that.
All right, next is, Mrs. Paige, Sharon Garcia Landrum. This is the 2 thing. Here you go, boss. If she has her documentation. Are you up? Good morning.
Yes, hello.
You have a valid insurance or registration at this time?
Yes, I do have the registration.
All right. Let's see what that registration looks like. Everybody, please, if you have some documents to show, please to get those together so we can keep things moving, please. What was that? Mr. Ramirez.
Here it is.
Let me see what you're looking at. You gotta take your hand, so that's a 2, that's a 4. Push it up a little closer, please.
No, push the paperwork
Push the
closer.
paperwork
There you
closer to
go.
the screen.
Yeah,
Can you see what year that says?
'cause I can't make her big.
2009. Is that, what year does that expire?
January 14th, 2022.
All right, based on that, let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Paige, Sharon, Marcia, Landrum, case number SP 1135807, counts 1 and counts 2. Ms. Landrum, you have provided proper documentation. I'm going to dismiss both of these matters. If you don't have any further questions, then you are free to leave.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too.
Any officers that haven't checked in? Corporal Barbara Lawson, good morning, Corporal.
Morning.
I'm gonna put you in the breakout room with Goss, city attorney. What is it? Is it trial? It must be trial today or a formal hearing, at least that's why you're here. So I'm gonna put you in the breakout room with Goss, all right?
Okay.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Officer Loboski checking in.
Hey, good morning, Officer DeVos. Let's see, I'm gonna put you in the room as well.
Okay, thank you.
Corporal Jones, have you spoken to Goss?
No.
Okay, Joseph Gill.
Yes.
Morning, how are you?
Good morning.
All right, so Mr. Gill, there is an offer here. I see drove while license not valid or improper. There's an offer to amend it to a failure to display. 0-point offense does abstract. Let's see. 2020. Okay, so I see that you had 2 other tickets that went along with this. And I will allow you, they're in default now, but I will allow those tickets. Why do I have so many other offenses here? I have license improper, license never acquired, improper place, no insurance, untitled, no registration. So obviously these other allegations are supposed to be heard on a separate day. I can afford you the opportunity to get all of this done in one hearing today if you'd like, and you don't have to come back anymore.
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give your file to the city attorney so we can write up another offer that includes all this. Attorney Prempeh, what I've been doing because of the pandemic and the situation that's gone on is that they got a civil infraction that rolled along with their tickets, then that went into default. I will hear argument and potentially set those defaults aside so they can get those adjudicated as well. So Mr. Gill has some civil infractions that roll along with some of his tickets, so. You paid him? No. He didn't pay him. Do you have insurance or registration, Mr. Gill?
No, not at this time. The Secretary of State date hasn't came up yet.
All right, I'm gonna pass your file on to Mr. Goss. He's gonna give me an offer. Can you mute yourself until I call your name again, please?
Yes.
What are we doing with
The officer is here.
Marvin Gregory? Yeah, sure. That is, I guess it's for hearing. Marvin Gregory is a trial.
Robinson here or Sempenovsky?
Yeah, that one officer, that second officer name you did, judge put him in the breakout room to speak to you.
Yeah, Jason Lord. I spoke to Jason Lord.
No. The new officer, the boss.
Yeah, he's in the breakout room too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's not the officer that's on,
Marvin Gregory.
Marvin Gregory, the officer is.
Jason Lord.
Yeah,
Robinson,
Jason Lord.
And Sempenovsky.
Robinson and Sabanowski or something, yeah. Right. So
I spoke to Lord already.
And what does Lord want to do?
Oh, okay. Who's your?
I don't know. I know that.
With the other two. Right. Okay. We got just a couple. All right.
The last name.
And then what about Gilbert? Counselor, you spoke to Mr. Gilbert?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
What are you gonna do?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Do you need to talk to us, the city attorney?
I need to speak with, yes, at least the city attorney, if not both the city attorney and the officer.
Actually, can we just put on record right now? I mean, can I talk to him right now?
Yes.
Very simple. I'm willing to give a 30-day adjournment for him to get his dog license.
Okay.
And if he can actually contact Investigator Hoskins, and he will help him through the process and also about the correct type of chain that the dog needs to be secured on.
Sounds
So,
good, Joe.
We just want to kind of get the dog in a healthy and protective state. That's our biggest position right now, is we want the dog to be safe.
Well understood.
All right, so is that a good, Mr. Gilbert? You gonna go with that and try to get your dog stuff all together?
I did, sir. I called.
No, you're gonna call Investigator Hoskins. He's gonna help you get your license.
Oh, okay.
Is your last name Deshaun? Middle name Deshaun?
Yes, me, sir. Yes. Deshaun, yes.
You are born 3/8/2000?
Yeah.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
You have a no insurance misdemeanor that we need to take care of as well. So I'll put all this on the same.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I was going to ask you about that.
All right, I got you. We're going to put all this on the same date. So let's call the case. It's a warrant out for his arrest on a no insurance misdemeanor, Counselor Prempeh, just to let you know.
Thank you.
We're going to call the City of Detroit versus Brandon Deshaun Gilbert, case number SP 111-79901, case numbers V1205222, V12052320, V12052420, V12052520, V12087620. This is, Counselor, can you state your name for the record and put your P number on the record, please?
Barry Prempeh, P81745, on behalf of Mr. Brandon Gilbert, present via Zoom. Mr. Gilbert, would you state your name for the record?
Brandon Deshaun Gilbert.
Thank you. Your Honor, for the purposes of arraignment or any outstanding warrants, my client enters a plea of not guilty, otherwise stands mute, and we respectfully request any cases be lifted.
Okay, I will recall the warrant. I will enter a not guilty plea on his behalf, and I will give him 30 days. Are we going to set this for a pretrial date or another trial?
Dante Goss, PC 0162, on behalf of the city. I also have Investigator Hoskins.
Put your appearance on the record, please, Investigator Hoskins.
Investigator Raymond Hoskins of the City of Detroit.
Okay.
Go ahead. Just wanted to also.
So what my understanding is, off the record, you guys had opportunity to talk. Mr. Prempeh, you had opportunity to talk with Mr. Gilbert. Mr. Hoskins, you had an opportunity to talk to the city attorney. And if an agreement has been reached that we will come back in 30 days, Officer Hoskins and Gilbert, I can put you guys in a breakout room before you hang up so you can exchange numbers. I think that Investigator Hoskins is going to speak with Mr. Gilbert, come to some sort of understanding on how this dog should be restrained, what needs to be done to get the license, and things like that. I do understand that Mr. Gilbert has taken the steps and got the vaccinations, and that is much appreciated, but it's a little bit more work that we need to do. Furthermore, we have a no insurance misdemeanor ticket that needs to be dealt with. So my question here is, do we set a pretrial date, or do we set it for a trial date to have Mr. Hoskins come back? How do you want to do that?
Let's set it for a pretrial date, and if we have to set it for a trial, we can. So I want to take Investigator Hoskins out of the field for a second day.
So we're going to set this for a pretrial date on, well, we're going to give it 30 days. Can we get a pretrial date on
30 days.
Today's date.
30 days, July 26th, Judge.
Why do I have July 20?
I don't know what it gave me.
This one has July 26, but it's got some wrong.
Oh, no, sorry, go back. No, this is correct. This is the right one. See how I say Tuesday at the top?
Yeah.
This is mine.
So why does that have July?
Don't worry about that.
So we got July 20th for a pretrial date. We'll be back then, at least, Mr. Gilbert, you'll be back then. You may or may not receive a notice from the court, but you're expected to be back at 9 a.m. on July the 20th, whether you receive that notice or not, all right?
Okay, yes.
All right, any further questions, anyone?
I got a question.
What's your question, Mr. Gilbert?
Did you say we would come back to the part about my misdemeanor, about the license?
Yes, that's gonna be taken care of on July the 20th as well, at 9 a.m. You don't have a warrant anymore, so you'll be fine. You need to put a personal bond, a $0 personal bond on that as well. All right, we'll put a $0 personal bond. Any other questions?
That's all.
All right, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Investigator Hoskins. You guys can talk about exchanging numbers and things like of that nature. And then once you are done speaking with Investigator Hoskins, then you're free to leave, all right?
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes.
Thank you very much. All right, Mr. Gill, I don't see it. Why don't I see it?
On the breakout room? He's in breakout for 2, Judge.
Gilbert?
Yes. And Hoskins is in 3.
I got it.
There you go.
Okay, Mr. Marvin Gregory. Does he have counsel?
No, but it's
It is a formal hearing.
The officer is here for him. That was Officer.
Lord.
Yes.
All right, we have one officer, the other 2 haven't showed up.
Officer Lord and Marvin Gregory are on the same case.
So they're gonna be gone. Counselor
Wait.
is on here
For Josh Greenwood. Did I give you that, ROA? He doesn't have a file.
Okay.
Did I give you that?
Let's see.
I thought I did, but I can go back. The officer on that is Jason Briggs, and I don't think he checked in. Because we are scheduled, that's scheduled for a formal hearing.
On Carroll's Drive.
Yes.
All right.
No officer on that.
Is Officer Jason Briggs here? Is there Officer Jason Briggs in your room?
For what case?
For Greenwood.
No, Your Honor.
Let's go. This is the city of Detroit versus is Mr. Josh Lionel Greenwood, case number 217-323-441. Appearances for the record, please.
Jabari Prempeh, P81745 on behalf of Mr. Josh Greenwood.
No, he's represented by counsel, Mr. Prempeh.
My apologies.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kyle Dupuy, P72892 on behalf of Mr. Greenwood.
Where's your client? Is he here?
He is not present, Your Honor. I'm appearing on his behalf.
All right, Mr. Goss. So are you making a motion to waive his presence, counselor?
Yes, Your Honor. I would move that the court waive Mr. Greenwood's presence and dismiss the matter since the people are unable to proceed.
Dante Goss, P60162 on behalf of the city. Your Honor, at this time, Officer Jason Briggs has not checked in and it is currently 9:37. Again, is Officer Jason Briggs?
Officer Jason Briggs, no hearing, no response. The court will grant your motion to waive your client's presence, and the court will dismiss this matter based on no officer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Briggs. Have a good one.
Thank you, you too.
So Mr. Marvin Gregory, he's got, Lord is here for one, the other.
And Del Bosco was also here.
Is he on? I don't
Yeah,
see.
he was, that's who I just spoke to on Zoom.
I know he's here, but he's not on Lord. Okay, DeBosco's here for Guadalupe.
Oh, okay. For Gregory.
Yeah, Guadalupe Gutierrez.
Okay, the other officers haven't checked in for.
What are we gonna do with, so, have you talked to Mr. Officer Lord about Jason?
We're gonna dismiss it.
Okay, so we'll dismiss all of them. All right, let me put this on the record. This is Mr. Gregory here? He was here?
Yes, he's in there, Judge. He's on the phone.
Mr. Gregory, I need you to unmute yourself, please.
He's on the phone?
Yes, he's on the phone.
You know, tell him star 6.
Star 6 to unmute yourself, please.
I'm here, Your Honor. Sorry about that.
That's all right. This is the city of Detroit versus Marvin Gregory. Is that Junior?
Yes, sir. Middle initial R, Your Honor.
All right, case number SP 1012343, count 2. 134526811 1555821 counts 1 and counts 2, and 184377311. Today is the date and time set for trial. Appearances for the record, please.
Dante Goss on behalf of the city.
Jabari Prempeh, PA 1745, on behalf of Mr. Marvin Gregory. Present via Zoom. Mr. Gregory, I'm present via Zoom or by telephone. Mr. Gregory, would you please state your name for the record?
Marvin Reuben Gregory, Jr.
Your Honor, at this time, ticket ended in 2343, count 2. The city is requesting a dismissal. I spoke to Officer Jason Lord, and he had no recollection of this matter.
This are 23 PSP 1012343, count 2 is be dismissed, officer. We do acknowledge that you have shown up today and is dismissed because officer doesn't recollect the incident. Officer Robinson and Officer Sabin-Bowski. So that's Sabinobski. Without hearing any response from those officers, we will dismiss case number 155-58219, counts 1 and 2, and case number 184377311 will be dismissed as well. So based on no officer's presence. Today is the date and time set for trial, and it is 9:50.
Who's this officer just checking in?
That's officer.
That's officer rule. He's for someone.
All right, if there's nothing further, I will waive the warrant fees in these matters. But Mr. Gregory, you're gonna be responsible to pay the reinstatement fees in the matter. Your file will be, yes.
Go ahead, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I'll let you finish.
No, you go ahead.
No, well, Your Honor, I came down there and paid everything that I owed, but I couldn't pay this ticket because I came to court in order for you to set a fine for me to pay. I paid all warrants and everything concerning any tickets regarding Marvin R. Gregory Jr. with the 36th District Court, sir.
Listen, you can't pay these tickets. These tickets are misdemeanors. So these dollar figures are in here. When I see $95, that means I see a warrant fee of $50 and a reinstatement fee. So I see that you paid other related matters to this, but you couldn't pay these because they wouldn't take your money. You had to come.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. You correct.
Right, so what I'm doing is I'm waiving the warrant fee, so you don't have to pay the $50 fee, but you're gonna have to pay the $45 fee for 1, 2, 3, 4 cases, possibly 5 cases. So you got 5 $45 fees, and you're gonna have to pay those before you can go to Secretary of State and get a license, all right?
Okay, I appreciate your kindness, Your Honor, and officers lords as well.
Okay, thank you very much. If you don't have anything further, you have a very good day.
Okay, thank you again.
Thank you.
Your Honor, is Eric Garcia Ramirez in the room?
Is Mr. Ramirez in the room?
Yes.
Yes.
You got Eric Ramirez. What about Barbara Lawson?
She's in there too.
Yeah, what about Mr. What would you have to say?
Mr. Ramirez, did you get the trailer fixed?
Yes, I got the plate.
And you had the back of the trailer fixed too, correct?
Yeah, the back door.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, we caught this case. I spoke to Officer Lorenzo Jones. Really for compliance.
Oh, where's Mr. Ramirez? Why do we have Ramirez? Garcia.
Oh, Garcia. Okay. Hold on. Sorry about that.
Okay.
We have Guadalupe Gutierrez. That's a trial.
Yeah, did you call an officer?
That's another one I can possibly dispose of.
All right.
Oh, Garcia Ramirez.
Oh, here we go. Sorry.
Judge. So. All right. I do it, but I don't know. Make sure they don't. Secure laws. So all seats. This is the city of Detroit versus Eric Garcia Ramirez. Case numbers SP 1113059, counts 1 and counts 2. Today is the date and time set for a trial in these matters. I do have the officer appearing. Can you put your appearance on the record, Officer Corporal?
No. Dante goes on behalf of the city on Mr. Garcia Ramirez.
Yes.
Right.
The officer is here, right?
I'm dismissing, so
Well, I still want to.
No, that's also rule.
Oh, officer, he's gone.
He's also Jones.
Yes.
Had to go to another
But he
court.
was here, yes.
Officer Jones was here. They reached a resolution. Mr. Ramirez has complied.
can put on the record his attorney.
Oh, attorney? Put your appearance on the record, please.
Charlie Prempeh, P81745, on behalf of Mr. Eric, I'm sorry, Eric Garcia Ramirez, present via Zoom. Mr. Ramirez, Mr. Garcia Ramirez, would you please state your name for the record?
Eric Garcia Ramirez.
Your Honor, this time, the city is requesting a dismissal. I spoke to Officer Lorenzo Jones. He stated that long as the trailer was repaired and he had received a license plate for the trailer, that he's fine with dismissing this matter.
Okay, based on that, Mr. Garcia Ramirez has shown proof that he got at least the license plate for that. I'm going to dismiss both of these matters. I'm going to waive the warrant fees. However, Mr. Garcia Ramirez, you're going to have to pay 2 reinstatement fees. And that'll be $45 a piece. So if you do that, then you'll be clear here at the 36th District Court.
Okay.
All right. And Mr. Garcia Ramirez, do you go to this off the record? Do you go to the soccer games down there at Patton Park?
Where?
Are you a soccer fan?
Soccer fan? No.
Oh. All right. You're free to leave if you don't have any further questions, Mr. Ramirez.
No, I don't have any question.
All right. Thank you very much.
Right. Thank you.
Have a great day.
Offer for Guadalupe Gutierrez.
Gutierrez. Guadalupe Gutierrez. I have Barbara Lawson as well that's scheduled for trial.
Right, but Jeremy Brule, I have to talk to him. He's the only one that's appeared on her so far.
Oh.
So I need to speak to Officer Brule.
All right, and what about Guadalupe Gutierrez?
I spoke to Officer Grabowski,
yeah.
Right. He's willing to do the LTD. He dismissed the other 2. I spoke to Officer Burnmore, and he's okay with dismissing as long as he takes the LTD.
Okay, Mr. Guadalupe, or is that Mr. Guadalupe Gutierrez?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, there's been an offer, that today is the date and time set for a trial. There's been an offer to dispose of these by pleading to 1 count of failure to display. That's an amended count. That's a 0-point offense. It is a misdemeanor. It is abstractable. And I will, then the other cases will be dismissed. Other than that, today is the date and time set for a trial. And if you don't want to take that offer, then we got to conduct a trial. I'll fine you $240.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'll pay that.
You have, I don't know if this is you, but it seems like you got a lot of other things going on. Driver's license expired. What are we on here today?
You get a chance, can you put Officer Rule in the breakout?
Officer Rule, I'm gonna put you in the breakout room. He's in the breakout room 1. I'm gonna put you in breakout room 1. He's got breakout room 1 assigned. Officer Rule, Corporal Rule, the city attorney wants you in breakout room 1. That should already be up on your screen.
Yeah, I was in there once already, and nothing happened. So, all right, I'll join.
All right. That'll be this one. Okay. So So why don't we do this? You have, Mr. Gutierrez, you have a few related matters to these tickets. And I would think that you would want to get all of this resolved today. And I'm going to present these other matters that you got along with this ticket. All right, I'm not going to do that one. So, Mr. Gutierrez has some civil infractions that go along with this ticket. Are all these going to be dismissed if he pleads for that one?
How many?
It's 3 of them. He has more, but they don't go along with these tickets. And the other ones are
just the ones that go along with the tickets.
Yeah, dismiss these as well. So here's the deal, Mr. Gutierrez. You have, and he's got some other issues in Roberta Archer criminal case. You have these 3 civil infractions that went along with the matter that's in front of us today. I will set aside the defaults on those based on you got this at the same time, and we'll get that taken care of. The city attorney is willing to dismiss those matters. Then he's got a driver's license. Okay. That should go along with this. Expired license. That'll be done. So you have more civil infractions dating back to 2017 and 2019 that you got that won't be a part of this. So you're gonna take care of part of this stuff today. The other stuff is just gonna need to be paid because it's too old for me to deal with. All right.
All right.
So you want to take this offer?
Yeah, but can I have like a little bit of time to pay?
You can get as much time as you need.
Okay.
All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Guadalupe Gutierrez. Case number SP 11207-331. Case numbers SP 1127462, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number SP 11279-581. Case number 192495581. Appearances for the record, please.
Dante Goss, on behalf of the city.
Vari Prempeh, P81745, on behalf of Mr. Guadalupe Gutierrez, present via Zoom. Mr. Gutierrez,
Yes.
please state your name for the record.
Guadalupe Gutierrez.
All right. And as for the civil infractions, counselor?
Your Honor,
Yes.
you said as for the civil infractions,
Yeah, you guys are in default? Can
Your Honor,
you want
I
to
don't
make a motion?
follow. Your Honor, I do make a motion to dismiss those matters.
All right, I'm going to set the civil infractions aside, defaults aside, because there is, these cases went along with the other cases. The offense date was 10/28/2020. I don't know why these cases didn't ride along with this other case, but based on the fact that we were going through a pandemic and still going through a pandemic, I'm going to set those aside. The day is the date and time set for a trial. There has been a resolution that's had on the cases, and that would be to the offer was to plead to amended count of failure to display a $240 fine. That would be a 0-point offense. It is abstractable and it is a misdemeanor. And it would be to dismiss the rest of the matters that were called. I do have Corporal on the Zoom hearing this morning. You can state your name, Corporal.
Guadalupe Gutierrez.
No. Is he has the corporal left?
Your Honor, you're talking about Corporal DeBosco and also Officer Barmore checked in also.
He did?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So I do have those officers checked in, and it's my understanding that you want to avail yourself of this offer, Mr. Gutierrez?
Yes.
Okay. Can you raise your right hand for me, please?
Yeah.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
All right, you can put your hand down. Now, for which one are we offering on the 1127958 ticket?
958 count one?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You understand, Mr. Gutierrez, you have a right to a trial?
Yes.
And you understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that right to a trial?
Yes.
And has anybody offered you anything other than what I just stated in the record?
No.
All right, and you're taking that offer because you're freely and voluntarily, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Gutierrez, I'm gonna draw your attention to October 28th, 2020 at 10:15 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Livernois and Warren Avenue. Were you pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes.
And did that officer ask you to provide a valid driver's license?
Yes.
And you couldn't provide that license, is that correct?
Yes.
And why couldn't you provide that license, Mr. Gutierrez?
I don't have one at the time.
Because your license is suspended?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to accept your plea to the amended count of failure to display. And I'm going to fine you $240. I'm going to dismiss the other matters.
Okay.
Mr. Gutierrez, how much time do you need to pay?
I don't know how much time did you give me? Like 3 months? I don't know, 2 months, 3 months.
I'm going to give you 3 months. I see you got some other stuff going on. September 21st, 2021. And Mr. Gutierrez, if you need some more time than that, then I would hope that you would zoom back in on that date and request that so it doesn't add more penalties and fees.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, so it's by September, what day?
September 21st, 2021.
Okay, thank you.
So basically, it's just the one case he's pleading to, and all the other matters was filed. 245, September 21st. What do we have next? Dante Lamar Griffin.
Yes, yeah.
Mr. Griffin, do you have insurance?
No, I no longer have kids.
Have complaints with you longer after being weeded, right? So here's the deal. You have 2 matters before the court. No insurance and no valid plate. The offer is to plead to the amended count of improper plates, a $240 fine. That's a zero abstraction and 0-point ticket. It is a misdemeanor, however, and dismiss the other matter. I don't see anything else that you have in the file here. You want to take that off, or you can set a trial date, you can take that off, or you can speak.
I had a no proof of registration, I believe.
You have a no insurance and no valid registration certificate. Civil infraction. They're going to dismiss the civil infraction, amend the no insurance to improper plate.
Yes,
Did you have insurance on that day?
At the time, yes, I believe, but I no longer.
It's not about whether you believe, it's whether you had it or whether you didn't.
No, I don't have it.
All right. So you got the opportunity to take this offer. It's $240 fine, it's non-abstractable, and it's no points. However, it's a misdemeanor, but not the worst thing in the world, improper plates.
I accept, Your Honor.
Okay, let's go. This is the city of Detroit versus Deontay Lamar Griffin, SP 1133387, counts 1 and counts 2. Mr. Griffin, I stated off the record that you have an offer in the file pleading to the amended count of improper plates. I'll fine you $240. I'll give you time to pay. The other matter will be dismissed. That's a 0-point ticket. That's a zero abstraction. However, it is a misdemeanor. You indicated to me off the record that you're willing to take this to resolve the case.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can put your hand down, Mr. Griffin. You understand you have a right to a trial in the matter?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that right to a trial?
Yes.
And you understand that, has anybody offered you anything other than what I just stated in the record?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Well, Mr. Griffin, let me draw your attention back to December 6, 2020 at around 11:50 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Shaner and Eastwood. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes, Your Honor.
And on that date, were you asked to provide the proper insurance for the vehicle you were driving?
Yes, Your Honor.
And could you provide that insurance, Mr. Griffin?
No, Your Honor.
Why couldn't you provide that insurance, Mr. Griffin?
I did not have it with me.
You did not have it with you, or you did not have insurance? Same thing.
I had insurance, so I didn't have it with
Are you gonna? He's only got 2 matters.
He said he couldn't prove it. He
Yeah,
said,
but-
he said he didn't have it.
I understand that. He said he has insurance, but he didn't. We give him opportunity to. He doesn't. Do you have insurance on that vehicle now?
No, Your Honor. I no longer have it with me.
You no longer. Do you have proof of that insurance on that you had it on that date?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Well, I'm gonna accept your response, your guilty plea to the amended count of improper plates. I'm gonna dismiss the other matter. I'm gonna fine you $240. How much time do you need to pay?
Can you just give me 3 months, Your Honor? Or 2 months?
3
I'm
months?
sorry, not 3 months. 2 months, Your Honor.
Are
I'm
you
sorry.
working, Mr. Griffin?
Yes.
I'm gonna give you till August 24th. 2021. $240 fine is gonna be amended to improper place, and we're gonna dismiss the other matter. You have any further questions, Mr. Griffin?
No, Your Honor.
All right, we'll set aside the default in the other matter, and then we'll dismiss that. All right, thank you very much. Have a great day if you don't have any further questions. Mrs. Lawson?
No, Mr. Lee, this attorney's been waiting.
Okay, where is the attorney for
Attorney Captain, right in the middle.
Captain? He's still here?
Yes, sir.
What was that dismissal?
It's scheduled for a formal hearing, but also didn't show.
All right.
Do you have that?
So, hold on. Okay, this is the city of Detroit versus Janelle Gleaton, case number SP 115759291. I hope I didn't get your name. I hope I pronounced your name right. Miss Gleaton.
Yeah, you got it. This is Darren Canfor, Your Honor. I'm Miss Gleaton's attorney.
All right. So today is the date and time set for trial. Put your appearance on the record, please.
Yes, good morning again, Your Honor. Darren Canfor, P44773 on behalf of Miss Gleaton.
Okay. And today is the date and time set for a formal hearing in the matter. All right, is Miss Gleaton here?
No, Your Honor. She's authorized me to act on her behalf.
All right, you want me to waive her appearance?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is a civil infraction. The council represents, he has authorization to appear and represent on Mrs. Gleaton's behalf. I'll accept that, Counselor.
No, I understand that the officer has failed to appear. In that case, I would move for a dismissal.
Dante Goss on behalf of the city, Your Honor. And I do believe that's Officer Briggs. And I don't believe that he checked in.
All right.
It's Officer Jennings.
Officer Harvey Jennings.
Okay, Officer Jennings.
And without hearing any response from Officer Jennings, the time is 10:10. I wish you had said something a little earlier, attorney. We probably could have got you out of here, but based on that, the case is dismissed.
I'm sorry, Judge. A circuit court called over to me and I had to leave for a bit.
Oh, so you weren't here anyway. All right.
I was here till a little after 9.
No, I know. I saw you. Have a great day, Attorney Captain. Your client's case is dismissed.
Okay. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
You too.
What about Lawson? I have a file in front of this trial. What do we do with that?
Most of the officers didn't check in.
Most of the officers. What are we going to do about the officer that did check in?
Right.
There's only one officer checked in, right? Rule.
Yes.
Yeah, rule.
And what are we going to do with that?
Rule said it's 2014 and he had no recollection.
So we're going to dismiss all the matters?
I'm going to dismiss Officer Rules.
Yeah, the ones didn't show.
What's the difference in that one? You want to say, I'm going to dismiss Officer Rules. What's the difference in the other ones that didn't show? Why can't you dismiss those too? You want to put that on me, huh?
No, put on the defense. So ask them to make the motion.
Oh, I got you. All right. So you got to do some work. All right. So I have Mrs. Lawson.
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
All right. I have Mrs. Lawson here. And where are you, Ms. Lawson?
She's on telephone.
No, she's not. She's on the video. Which one is Mrs. Lawson? Bottom left. She froze up.
Yes. Hello?
Okay. All right. So.
Hello?
Hello. All right. I have a number of cases here. All right. Those aren't going to be so soon. Right, so let's call the case. You have a warrant out for the 2014 cases. That's what we have today, 197. Let me call it off the sheet. This is the city of Detroit versus Barbara Teresa Lawson. And this is case number is SP 114588 2 counts 1, 2, and 3. And case number SP 1975811 and case number 162611501. Appearances for the record, please.
Dante Goss on behalf of the city.
Jabari Prempeh, P81745, on behalf of Ms. Barbara Lawson, present via Zoom. Ms. Lawson, would you please state your name for the record?
Barbara Lawson.
Your Honor, at this time, the city is moving to dismiss. Oh, I'm sorry. We have Officer Rule.
Officer Rule, put your appearance on the record, please. Corporal Rule, I'm sorry.
Corporal Rule, badge 3896, Detroit Police Department.
Your Honor, at this time, ticket ended in 7581, count 1, which is Officer Rule's ticket, and he is we're dismissing for no election.
Okay. I'll dismiss that matter. And Counselor?
Your Honor, as to the remaining matters, this being the day set for trial, the officers not having appeared, we respectfully request a dismissal for failure of appearance of the complaining witnesses.
That motion will be granted based on no officer appearing.
Excuse me, Your Honor, can I call out, is there a Melissa Adams, Officer Melissa Adams? Or Officer Jency Payne?
Hearing no response from those officers, those cases will be dismissed. Now, Mrs.
Hello?
Mrs. Hold on a second. Mrs. Lawson, you have a lot of matters that are in default that you owe a significant amount of money on. You've been very busy, it seems like, in your driving, and that's not in a good way, obviously. So before you even gonna go get a license, you're gonna get these cases dismissed. You're gonna have responsibility fees for these cases, or at least some of them. Reinstatement fees for these cases. And then you're gonna have a lot of civil infractions that you're gonna need to take care of that aren't a part of this record today.
Okay.
This one has a warrant on there. That one's dismissed.
I don't know why you think you could be out of town and get paid for court. You're not scheduled to work.
Corporal, you're on Zoom.
Oh.
We're in a hearing.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I forgot to mute myself.
All right. And, okay, so that one will be dismissed. It's got the warrant. All right, but other than that, if you don't have any further questions, you got a long way to go before you can get a license. So I wouldn't recommend you drive anymore. You got a gift today, so hopefully you can get that stuff taken care of.
Okay, Your Honor.
Any other questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, have a great day.
You too.
All right. Ledford.
Which one is two of it? The same. Okay.
Are they both here?
It's another leopard. That's Kwan. I don't know if they're related.
Are they related?
Alright.
I'm here. I don't know Daquan, but I'm Denise. I'm here.
You don't know Daquan?
What about Claire?
Oh, that makes it. Claire's iPhone, I see.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Well, that's probably Claire Gullickson. So you have an offer in the file here, Mrs. Ledford, to plead to one count of failure to display and dismiss the other 3 matters. So.
Okay.
You have a $240 fine I'll fine you on. You have a right to a trial. What would you like to do?
I'll pay the 240. And which offense is this for?
This is for the driver's license never acquired.
Okay, on which date?
That would be, you got them all on the same date, 12/9/2020.
Okay, because I have another one for November 3rd. I think it said improper license or something.
So it looks like you have five. It looks like you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matters. 1, 2, 3, 4 matters. All right. So have a counts 1 and 2, 1, 3, 1, 1, 3, 6, 5, 6, 0, 2. Count one, that takes care of that. You have one SP 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 0, 4, 6, count 1, 2, 6. So here, what's going on here is counselor. So what happened is, it seems as though you have this kind of written up.
Hello?
Hello? Who is that?
Yes, I'm trying to Tamika Gresham.
Wait, you're just now getting here?
I've been using 2 or 3 different ID numbers.
Okay. That's a good excuse. We'll look up your file. Mute your phone, please, until I call your name. All right. So here, you got to rewrite this, sir. She has she has 5 matters pending. The 3 of the matters are let's say the 2 that you wrote offers for, the other 2 are closed. She paid the civil infractions that went along with it, but she has other 3 matters that haven't been taken care of. Can I get her, please?
I don't have, I gave you.
That's printed out 2.
Oh, here it is, Judge. It was with the other one. I'm sorry about that.
No insurance.
So there's 3 additional ones.
So it's 3 additional ones.
And she paid the other.
So with the first case, that's
Lefford.
Yes.
With the case, she has 1, 2, 3 on the docket today that she paid. I mean, those cases, nothing has been paid yet. Those are pending. On the other 2 that she had the offer for, she has 2 pending in that, but she had 2 other ones that went along with that she paid. So here. Just keep in mind that she paid 2 cases for the 11365. The driver's license never acquired. She paid 2 defective disregard traffic control device and improper. Just please one of this. Okay. So here's the offer. Based on the fact that you paid 2 things, we're going to offer you a failure to display and dismiss all the other tickets. That's a
Okay.
$200 fine, and I'll give you time to pay.
Okay, because okay, that's fine. I'll need probably about a month or two, maybe.
Okay, this is the city of Detroit versus Denise. Did I say that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ledford, case numbers SP 1132046, counts 1 and counts 2 and count 3. Case number SP 1136560, counts 1 and 2. Ms. Ledford, as I stated off the record, there's an offer for you to plead to amended count of failure to display. And if you take that offer, then the other cases will be dismissed. Would you like to avail yourself to that?
Yes. And at the time I did have temporary, I had my temporary permit. But I still failed.
That means you're guilty.
Okay. Okay.
You're guilty. Okay. So let's go with you have a right. Let me raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. You can put your hand down. You know you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
And you know by taking this offer, you're going to give up that right to a trial. You know that?
Yes.
And has anybody offered you anything other than what I stated in the record? Ms. Ledford?
No.
Nobody's offered you anything? Are you taking this on your own free will?
Yes.
Okay, let me draw your attention to November the 3rd, 2020 at about 4:19 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Wilshire Drive and Ansbury Avenue. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by Detroit police on that day?
Yes, he followed me into my driveway.
All right, he pulled you over, right? He asked you for to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, but that's not how the situation went. But
Listen,
yes,
we're not going to discuss the situation, because if you want to do that, then I can give you a trial date. If you want to take this deal, then you have to create a factual basis in order for me to accept your plea. So if you want to argue the situation and you may have a defense, you may win, you may do better, you may do worse, you may do the same, then we can do that. But if you want this deal, like you said, then we got to do it this way.
Okay.
You let me know what you want to do.
I'll take the deal.
All right. So on that day, you were asked to produce a valid driver's license. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you couldn't produce that license, could you?
No.
And why couldn't you produce that license, Ms. Ledford?
Because at the time I didn't have one.
Thank you. This is, I'm going to accept your plea to the amended count of failure to display. I'll fine you $240 in the matter. And Mrs. Ledford, is August 24th enough time for you?
You say August 24th?
Yes, to make that payment?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, so I tell you, like I tell everybody else, Ms. Ledford, if you find yourself in a position where you haven't had this paid by August 24th, please zoom back in so I can see if we can give you some more time. I don't want this to create extra penalties and fees.
Okay.
If there's no further questions, Mr. Ledford, you're free to leave, and I'll dismiss all the other matters, okay?
Okay, so I'm good for the offense for 1209 and for 1103.
You're good for the offense. I don't see a 1209. Okay, you're talking about on the dates. Yes,
Yeah.
You're good. You're good for both of those.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Have a great day.
All right, you too.
Let's see Mr. Gill. Mr. Gill. Did we reduce all the stuff? Mr. Gill?
Yes.
All right, there's an offer here, so that you can plead to, failure to display and responsible on another matter. I do see you have some civil infractions that were in default, and I'll do that, like I've done for everyone else, that you could make a motion to set aside. I do understand that it was a pandemic going on, and I don't know why these cases didn't ride along, but let me make sure I'm saying that right, though, for the date. Yes. So, with that being said, the offer is to plead to one count of failure to display and another count of a responsible on a civil infraction, and I'm trying to find that civil infraction. That civil infraction is civil infraction is this improper place was written up as a civil infraction. If you do that, then all the other, is that written up as a civil? That's not written up as a civil infraction.
Is that the one in 25601, Judge?
I see. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong. 2883. No registration.
Okay.
So that would be responsible for the no registration. I'll fine you $240 for the failure to display, and I'll fine you another $105 for the no proof of registration, and all the other matters will be dismissed.
Okay.
0 point, it doesn't abstract. You do have an abstraction on the failure to display, but that's 0 point, $240 fine. So it'll be about $345 today. You cold, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, you want to take that deal?
Yes.
Okay, this is the City of Detroit versus Joseph Gill. Case numbers SP 1142503, counts 1 and 2. Case number SP 1142561. Case numbers SP 1181697, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case numbers SP 1181883, counts 1 and 2. I only have 7 on you. I believe because that 1/3 one was a state case, possibly.
Which one are you looking at?
So, Mr. Goss, there's just one other matter on here that's not on this sheet. 2, 5, 6, 12. 1, 1, 4, 2, 5, 0, 3, 1, 2, 5, 1, 1, 4, 2, 5, 0, 3, 2. No insurance proof that you didn't add to this sheet. All right. So, this off the record, we just discussed that you have these matters, and I've given you the offer. It's my understanding that you want to avail yourself of that offer, Mr. Gill?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Put your hand down. Do you understand you have a right to a trial?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that right to a trial?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I stated in the record?
No.
You're taking this offer on your own free will?
Yes.
All right. Let me draw your attention to December 4th, 2020, at around 8:21 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Greenfield and West 7 Mile Road. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by the Detroit police on that day?
Yes.
And on that date, were you asked to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
And could you produce that license, Mr. Gill?
No.
And why couldn't you produce that license?
I didn't have one.
All right, the court will accept your guilty plea to the amended count of failure to display. And let me draw your attention to March the 29th, 2021, at around 2:07 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Elmira and St. Mary's in the city of Detroit. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes.
And were you asked to produce a valid registration receipt?
Yes.
And you couldn't produce that receipt, could you?
No.
And why couldn't you produce that receipt?
Didn't have one, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to accept your responsible plea to the no registration. I'm going to fine you $105 on that matter, and I'm going to dismiss the other matters. And that will be $345. How much time do you need to pay?
If I could have to the end of August.
To the end? Y'all asking for a whole lot of time. Are you working?
No, Your Honor, I'm on disability.
All right, I can understand that. I'm going to give you 90 days, September 21st. $2021, pay by then. And if you need some more time, then please zoom back in. I don't want to see this matter get turned into a lot of extra penalties and fees. Okay?
Yes.
All right, any further questions?
No.
All right, then there's no further questions. You're free to leave.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too.
Who else did we do?
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. One person from yesterday, this month, around they came in. Trying to get the name.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, I'm trying to see if I'm in the right courtroom.
What's your name, ma'am?
Tamika Gresham.
Yes, you're in the right courtroom. Please mute your phone. We'll get to you as soon as we can, all right?
Oh, because I'm trying to make sure I'm in the right courtroom because I can't see
You're in
nothing.
the right courtroom, ma'am. Please mute your phone until we get you to your name, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. All right, who do we have next? What do you say about where those show entitled?
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. Whether they have anything else.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
All right. Let's see. One count of untitled signature for Mrs.
Joey, I got the remote control over there.
Hey, I need you to mute your phone, ma'am, please. Press star 6 until I call your name. And who's that at 484-6944?
That's my number.
And whose number is that?
Mine.
What's your name?
Tamika Gresham.
And then I have, what I did was I wrote 484-6944.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Here's Judge.
That's my number, 48313-484-6944.
All right, let me rename you.
Tamika Gresham.
I need, who else is called in?
Tamika Gresham.
Mrs. Gresham. Mrs. Gresham, can you press star 6 to mute your phone? And when I call your name, press star 6 again to unmute it.
Can I just hang up and do this again because I don't see nothing on my phone.
No, just keep quiet, please, until I call your name. Let's go here. Galska, here's an unregistered untitled. Is Claire Gulliskin? What's your last name, ma'am?
Alexin.
Gulliskin, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
You have one count. Good, I'm very well. One count of untitled, unregistered. Do you have a registration for this vehicle, ma'am?
I no longer have the vehicle.
Did you have registration at the time?
No.
All right. I have here an offer to plead to one count of improper plates. I'll fine you $240 in the matter, and I will, and you'll be free to go. If you want to take that, or we can give you a trial date. We can have the officer come in. You can do better. You can't do any worse. You'll get the same offer on that date. You can see if the officer shows up, or if the officer recollects, or if the officer wants to give you a break, you can get a trial date.
No, thank you.
I would have taken the trial date, but all right, you don't want to, you want to pay the money. Let's call City of Detroit versus Claire Gulliskin, case number 207-202891. Mrs. Gulliskin, there's an offer in the file here to plead to the amended count of improper plates. I said I would fine you $240 in the matter. It's my understanding you want to avail yourself to that offer?
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, but nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. I'm going to draw your attention, Mrs. Gulexson, to the date of December. Oh, yeah, you know you have a right to a trial, right?
Yes.
You know that by taking this offer, you're going to give up that right to a trial, right?
Yes.
And you're taking this on your own free will?
Yes.
And has anybody offered you anything other than what I stated in the record?
No.
Okay, I'm going to draw your attention to December 5th, 2020 at 11:15 p.m. in the area of West Grand Boulevard, Grand River in the city of Detroit. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes.
And on that date, were you asked to produce proper registration for the vehicle you were driving?
Yes.
And was that vehicle a 1996 Ford?
Yes.
And you couldn't produce that registration?
No, Your Honor.
Why is that?
I had a appointment set up and I just did not have it. I only had insurance.
Mrs. Gulexson, I would have took that trial date and come back and got this over, but you want to get it over with.
That's not nice.
If you have proof of that insurance,
It is on my phone.
do you want to wait and see if the city attorney will accept that and see if the case will get dismissed?
Would that be the better option?
I'm trying to help you. You don't seem like you want the help though. Your attorney can only ask for you. Or you can get it over with, take the deal and pay the $240.
I'll do the pretrial.
Let's wait. All right, let's pass that matter. Wait on Mr. Goss to come back. We'll see. Make sure you pull that proof of insurance up, please, so when he gets back. I have Grisham.
Yeah, I looked her up. She only has the 2 matters, the state matters.
2 state matters?
Yeah, they're sitting there. She got some stuff out here that she has to pay.
Okay, Mrs. Grisham, today, does that go along with this stuff here?
I don't know, sir.
Oh.
Mrs. Grisham?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna call your case to get you going. All right, this is the state of Michigan. Okay, let me say this, Mrs. Grisham, you have 2 tickets here, one for no operator's license and one for violation of the speed law, going too fast. One, I can offer you a failure to display and fine you $240 and dismiss the other matter. If you want to take that, see, she does have, that's, all right, she has other matters that are in default as well back in the pandemic, so I'm gonna print that out. That's no insurance. And, improper. No insurance, improper. So what we'll do, Counselor, what I'll do for Mrs. Grisham is, are you working, ma'am?
No.
Are you, what's your situation?
Oh, I get on Social Security and disability.
Okay. What I will do is I will offer you an amended count. I will offer you Both of these are civil infractions. Is there any registration or plate violation? Is there any? Here's what we'll do for you. You plead to the amended count of failure to display. We'll dismiss the other matters, $240.
Okay.
Or I'll set you a trial date. Which one would you like?
I'll pay the $240.
Okay. This is the state of Michigan versus Tamika Nicole Grisham, case numbers SX381143, counts 1 and counts 2. SP110045, counts 1 and 2. Those are in default. They were happening during the pandemic. Counselor, for your appearance for the record.
Jabari Prempeh, P81745, on behalf of Ms. Tamika Gresham, present via Zoom or by telephone. Ms. Gresham, would you state your name for the record?
Tamika Gresham.
Ms. Gresham, I've offered you an offer to plead to the amended count of failure to display. I told you I'd fine you $240. There's also some matters, 2 matters in default. Then there's also the dismissal of the basic speed law. I'll dismiss all 3 of the other matters if you want to take the deal. It's my understanding you want to avail yourself to that offer?
Yes, I'll take the best deal I could.
That's the best you're going to get unless you go to trial. You might get better, you may get worse, or you may get the same. So.
No, I'll take the $240.
All right, raise your right hand, Ms. Grisham.
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in the matter?
Yes.
Or you can put your hand down. Mrs. Grisham, you know you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
You know that by taking this deal, you're going to give up that right?
Yes.
All right. And has anybody offered you anything other than what's stated in the record?
I couldn't understand what you said, Your Honor.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I just stated in the record?
No. No.
All right. And Ms. Grisham, I'm going to draw your attention to November 14, 2020 at around 2:58 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of 94 Freeway in Gratiot. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by the state trooper on that day?
Never got pulled over. I was in a car accident.
Okay. You were in a car accident, and on that day?
Yes.
What, did the state trooper ask you for a valid driver's license?
They didn't talk to me at all.
All right.
They put me in the ambulance with everybody else, and I was the only one that had the baddest injury, and I was sitting up. I came out of it with 6 broken ribs.
Ms. Grisham, I don't mean to cut you off, but in order for me to give you this deal, you mean it's a no license, an operator's license. You were driving the car on that day, Ms. Grisham?
Yes, sir.
Did you have a valid license on that day?
No.
And why didn't you have a valid license on that day?
Because when I went to Secretary of State to get my ID and my registration, my daughter had bought me the truck. And when I went to the Secretary of State on Alta Road and Mac, when I went in there to ask them to do my test, they told me that I couldn't take my driver's test and I couldn't get my registration because I still had tickets. I said, I don't have anything. My tickets were so down.
Listen, I don't want to cut you off, but Ms. Grisham, you didn't have a license on that day, did you?
No.
And your license, why didn't you have a license on that day?
It's your fault, Judge.
Because Secretary of State would not let me get my ticket, get my license.
It was suspended on that day, wasn't it? Or not valid, right?
That wasn't valid.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna accept your plea to the amended count of failure to display. I'm gonna fine you $240 in the matter. And, Ms. Grisham, how much time will you need to pay?
What's this, June? August, sorry.
August? I'm gonna give you till September 21st. If you don't have it paid by then, please zoom back in and we can see if we can get you some more time. All right?
So I would like to know, where do I pay it at? 36th District or Secretary of State?
You can come down to the court and pay it. You can pay it at any DivDab kiosk in the city of Detroit, or you can pay it online.
Okay.
All right? I'm gonna dismiss all the other matters, okay? And plus you have some reinstatement fees that you're gonna have to pay as well.
Okay.
But that's not gonna be a part of the 240. If you don't have any further questions, then you're free to leave.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Now, who else is that on the phone that called in? You said your name already. I have you. That's Ledford?
Yes. We got a lot of cases.
Is Ledford? Is that you, Mr. Ledford? No, that's not Daquan Ledford. Grisham was gone, so she was signing on the two.
She was on there twice.
Okay, who is Elijah?
That's
I
my
can't
son.
hear you, ma'am.
I'm enjoying your leave.
Huh?
I'm enjoying your leave.
About yesterday.
You gotta sit up.
Yep.
All right, you have to speak up too, please.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I'm in Doria Lee.
She was supposed to be here yesterday. I told her she could walk in today.
Oh, Lee.
Yeah, I'm trying to find her.
You need to put some clothes on, ma'am. You're cold. You need to put some extra clothes on. This is court.
Clothes on.
This is court, ma'am. Put it on mute, and I'll let you get. Nah, you need to put some clothes on. I don't need to see your tank top and all that. Mute your phone. All right, no reduced plea for Brittany LeBlanc. Applying false information. LeBlanc?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
How are you today, ma'am?
Fine, how are you?
All right, so you have a, thank you, Mrs. Lee. You have a ticket here. It doesn't have, it says no reduced plea, so you must have made somebody mad. Let's see what else you have. All right, here for Mrs. Gullickson, she has just one count of no registration. She has insurance. She's provided that on the screen. And then her defense is that she couldn't get to the Secretary of State because it was closed, because it doesn't have a, all right. So
she did have insurance at the time.
yes, she provided that on the screen. Mrs. Gullickson, can you show the city attorney your insurance, please?
I made it as a background.
There it is.
Does that work?
It's backwards. It's backwards, but it's up there.
Judge?
You saw it, right, Your Honor?
Good.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let's call that case. This is the city of Detroit versus Claire Elizabeth Gullickson. Case numbers 207-202-891. Ms. Gullickson, based on the fact that you have insurance at the time, you supplied that documentation, and the Secretary of State was not giving, appointments at the time you got this ticket. We're gonna dismiss this matter, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you for your patience, ma'am. Have a great day.
You too.
Yes.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, yes, I have, yes. I'll do, here, this is Mrs. Blunt, right here. She has 2 other matters, along with, the one that they don't have an offer. So we can see. If we
Boss needs to look at it. He got a bunch of tickets, that guy. That I found.
Ledford needs to be looked at.
Yeah, because he got a bunch of tickets.
I thought I wrote. You got more?
Yes, he got tickets all through the rest of the year.
We have Lee, Andrea Lee.
He's gonna come over here.
Okay.
But just let you know that he is still coming.
All right.
After you leave it, you just pick it up.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
Thank you so much. So Mrs. Andrea Lee, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you're the one that had the, okay. So do you have, let me ask you this.
I can look her up. Sorry, Judge. Let's see if she had anything else. She only has those 3 cases.
3 cases.
Well, 1 ticket, 3 counts, sorry. That's what I meant.
3 counts. Okay, so do you have insurance, registration? You probably don't have a driver's license, is that correct?
I have my driver's license.
You do have a driver's license?
I'll run it.
Is it valid?
No.
It's not valid, so you don't have your driver's license.
I mean, yeah, okay.
You got a copy of it probably, but it ain't no good. Right?
Right.
You can show it all day, it's still no good, isn't it? All right, you got insurance or
I don't have that vehicle no more.
all right. The offer here is to plead to the amended count of failure to display. I'll fine you $240. We'll dismiss the other 2 counts. You don't seem to have anything else here. I'll waive the warrant fee. You're gonna be responsible for the reinstatement fee.
I just got done paying them tickets off.
She paid some tickets off that went along with this, so.
Yeah, it was $500 for them. It was 2 of them.
I don't see that. You paid some other tickets?
Yeah, I can't even find the on here where the tickets would be at. But yeah, I just got done paying it before I got this letter. She gave me this when I
But
paid.
you couldn't have paid these tickets.
No,
because
she
these-
said that I had to wait to see you to pay this, whatever this is.
All right. No. That's not you. You're not.
No, I only see it's 3.
Was it a bond?
Was what if I'm?
Yes, I will.
Let's see. No bond. All right. I'm trying to help you, but I don't see where you paid any tickets. Do you know what the tickets were for?
Yeah, it was for the same thing, for the operating license.
Now, you couldn't have paid that. You had to come to court for that.
It says it right here. It says the violation. It was a misdemeanor. The amount was $270 for one of them. The other one was $2 something too. But
What's the case number?
Huh?
What's the case number?
That's what I can't get. I can't get that because I didn't take a picture of that. I just took a picture of this. You can't even see it. I just took a picture of that amount. But is this the case number right here? The 204 or this right here?
Yeah, 204 what?
137-137-311. That's this one right here.
Yes, so that you couldn't have paid those tickets because those tickets are,
Yeah, she did pay, she paid $270 on May 24th.
what was that?
That was for failure to display.
Oh, that's something that you had before.
Yeah. Let's see what this means. This is no insurance.
What date was that? I'm looking.
That date was, the offense date was.
Yeah, that's 2 years ago you paid. You paid that stuff from 2 or 3 years ago. That's a good try. That's a good try, Ms. Lee. The deal is today you pay $240, and the other 2 cases will be dismissed. You'll be responsible for the reinstatement fees. I'll waive the warrant fees. You want to take that deal?
Yeah, so I can pay $240 today?
Yes, you can. Let's go on the record. This is the city of Detroit versus Andrea Jamira Lee, case number 2041373, counts 1, 2, and 3. Of the record, did indicate that the city is willing to resolve these. For your plea to the amended count of failure to display, I'll fine you $240 and dismiss the other 2 tickets. You indicated you want to take that deal, Ms. Lee?
Yes.
All right, raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Mrs. Lee, you understand you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
And you understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that right to the trial?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I just stated in the record?
No.
All right, Ms. Lee, let me draw your attention to June the 8th, 2020 at around 11:55 p.m. in the city of Detroit area, 7 Mile and Greenfield. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by Detroit police on that day?
Yes.
No, you can't guess. You got to know.
Yes, I think so.
Counsel, you want to help your client?
Ms. Lee, the answers are either yes or no only.
Yes.
You got to put your appearance on the record, please, Counselor.
Jabari Prempeh, P81745, on behalf of Ms. Andrea Lee, present by Zoom.
All right. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over that day in the area of 7 Mile and Greenfield at almost midnight on June 8th, 2020?
Yes.
Okay. Did that officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
And were you able to do that?
No.
And why not?
Because I didn't have it.
It was suspended?
Yes.
Oh, well, there was no option. Okay, I'm going to accept your guilty plea to the amended count of failure to display. I'm going to dismiss the other 2 matters. How much time do you need to pay, Ms. Lee?
No, I can pay it today.
All right, I'm just going to put June 29th in the computer. Hopefully you can get that paid today, but remember, you got to pay it by June 29th if anything, or there's going to be late fees and penalties, okay?
Okay.
All right, so you pay it today, $240. You're going to have to pay 3 reinstatement fees. I'm going to waive the warrant fees.
You said 3 reinstatement fees?
Yes, of $45 a piece. That's not going to be a part of this. I'm only concerned about the $240 today, but in order to get your driver's license, you're going to have to pay those reinstatement fees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
All right.
All right, anything further?
No.
All right, have a great day, ma'am.
Thank you.
What's offering here?
Officer in here? Yeah. What about this, Mrs. LeBlanc?
And the offer is no plea. I need to speak to the officer. Because it's failure is supplying false information to a police officer.
So, Mrs. LeBlanc.
Yes.
Here's the situation for the tickets you have up today. There's no offer. You got failure to supply supplying false ID to the police officer. You have 2 other matters that are in warrant status. You want to give her an offer on these? Or you want to come back, Mrs. LeBlanc? I'll set a trial date for you. We'll get all of this heard on that one day.
What is the other 2 matters for?
You have a driver's license. You are born in 12/11/1992, right?
Yes.
You have a driver's license, not on person, and a no insurance from 2018.
Okay.
You want to try to resolve all this on the date that we get the officer in here?
I mean, the reason why I'm not gonna have court today is because the officer is not present.
Well, you can take and plead to it straight up, to the charge straight up, supplying false information or ID to a police officer, which is pretty serious offense, and that is a crime of theft or dishonesty too. It's a 2-point offense. You'll automatically have that attached to your license, and he'll dismiss the other 2.
But if there's no officer present today, they can't dismiss that.
No, it's because today is not the date and time set for a trial. If I set a trial date and the officer doesn't show up on the trial date, then we can dismiss him.
So do you think I should just wait to the trial date?
I don't see why not. It's not going to hurt you.
Okay.
All right. Let's go on the record. This is the city of Detroit versus Brittany Leah LeBlanc. Case numbers SP 1130804 and case numbers 1837359, counts 1 and counts 2. Ms. LeBlanc, we're going to set you a trial date in the matter. I'll recall the warrants. I will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf, and I'll set a $0 bond for the 2 matters that are in warrant status. I have a trial date of September 14th. We'll have the officers in here. If they don't show Ms. LeBlanc on that date, then all the matters will be dismissed. But even if they do show, we'll see if we can resolve this matter. All right?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you very much. If there's nothing further, you can have a great day.
You too.
That is September 14th, Ms. LeBlanc.
Okay, thank you.
At 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right.
That effort is defensive driving.
Okay. Ledford.
Yeah.
You have a whole battery of offenses here. So in order to get even an offer on these offenses, the city attorney is going to request that you take a defensive driving course.
Okay.
And I don't think that would hurt. And we'll get these resolved on that day if you take this defensive driving course. Are you willing to do that?
Sorry, could you repeat that for me?
All right, in order for you to get an offer, the city attorney wants you to take a Michigan defensive driving course. And
what is that?
That's a course to teach you some things about your driving.
Okay.
You know, it can't hurt. You got a 26 to 30 over. You're driving on license suspended. You're driving unregistered, untitled, or these at least are the allegations that are in the file. So if we want to get all of these matters resolved, and you want to get an offer on all of these matters, then they're going to request that you take that driving course.
Okay.
Are you willing to do that?
Yes.
All right, let me call the case. This is City of Detroit versus Daquan Deshaun Ledford. Case number SP 1132894, counts 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Ledford, we indicated off the record that the city attorney makes an offer to resolve all these cases that he wants you to take a defensive driving course. You indicated that you would take that course. I'll give you 30 days to get that course completed. It's an 8-hour course. It's online, and it's 14 quizzes and 1 test. And the city attorney is going to expect that you provide him information for what what you've learned on that. So if you don't get it done within the 30 days, then I can give you some more time if you zoom back in. But other than that, I'll set a 30-day date out, and then we can see if you can get that done. Is that something you want to avail yourself to?
Make sure you get to Detroit.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and you have to take the 36th district city of Detroit option when you do that. You have a pen, an ink pen on you, Mr. Ledford?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Do you have an ink pen?
Yes.
Okay, write this down, please. MichiganDefensiveDriving.com. MichiganDefensiveDriving.com. And you had picked the 36th District Court option. I'm going to schedule it for a pretrial on July the 20th.
Okay.
And we'll come back in that at 9 o'clock a.m. And then you can present that certificate that they'll give you, and then we'll get an offer, and we'll see if we can get all of this resolved in one time. All right.
All right.
And bring your wallet with you too, Mr. Ledford, because you got a lot of cases.
All right.
All right. If there's nothing further, July the 20th.
Thank you.
All right. If there's nothing further, you can you're free to leave. I'll see you July the 20th.
All right. One more question. About roughly how much would it be?
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. A lot, but we'll see. Do that driving course so and bring them back something that you learned and really take that seriously. And I'm thinking he's gonna try to make you a favorable offer.
All right. Because
And you'll still have to
I wasn't really working at the moment.
Huh?
I said only reason I really asked because I'm not really working at the moment.
All right. We'll take that into consideration. All right.
All righty.
All right. Good luck to you.
All right. You have a good one.
You as well. Thank you. Who's on the Aristio 4 Plus? Hello? The Aristio 4 Plus? What's your name? What's your name, sir? On the Aristio 4 Plus, what's your name? All right, I'm going to remove you from the room. You keep muting yourself. You are unmuted. All you have to do is speak. I don't know what's wrong with your device. Who's CSR? That's cool. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was right quick, isn't it?
You did.
I've been looking at that all day.
Oh, are you trying to figure it out?
I knew it had to be
I
somebody.
have the card.
I thought that was one of the administrators watching me.
Oh, my goodness, no.
Ristio 4 Plus, unmute yourself, please. There's if you go to the screen, the Zoom screen, you hit the audio button, and the audio will have unmute. Wow. All right, now you go.
Wait, they're starting the video.
Starting the video?
It looks like they got the video.
The video is about to work. That's good. Now I need audio. You got to connect your audio. No, you're already connected. You just have to go to the audio thing and you have to click unmute or use audio on this device or something. All right.
come back. We get everybody's cases. You don't have no more, right?
I don't know. I don't know which one we did or not. I just know we went through everybody on here, whoever didn't show up. This person here is, the only one.
Yeah. They're not answering, so.
That's the unfortunate part about Zoom. I'm gonna ask you if you can come back at 1:30, then we can hear your case, but you gotta find somebody that can help you with your device. You keep turning the audio, you keep going now, your video is starting, but I need your audio. Is that, no, it's not done.
No.
No. All right. You're gonna have to go find somebody that can help you with the device because I can't hear you. And did you send the chat to them?
I did. I said, what's your name?
I don't think it matters. If they can't turn that on, they definitely can't do that.
But the check kind of pops up, it's like, right.
I know that. They sent it. All right, call back at 1:30, and then you can help. By that time, you can have somebody help you with your device. I know you've been here all day, but it's nothing I can do if I can't hear you. We'll take your case first at 1:30. All right.
Thanks so much, Your Honor. You all have a great day.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Krempe. We'll see you the next time.
Absolutely, absolutely. Take care.
All right, you do.
Going off soon?
I gotta go.
Yeah, so.